How you doing, YouTube? Dragon Mark here. I'm doing a profile on my Hieratic Dragon deck. Before I get started, I'm going to let you know that all these Hieratic Dragons have the same effect. Like when they're tributed, they will special summon a normal Dragon type monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard with an attack and defense of 0. So let's get started. No point in dragging it out. Get it? Dragging it out. Alright. 3 Hieratic Dragons of Tifnuit. Now this guy is like a cyber dragon on steroids. You can special summon it from your hand when your opponent has at least one monster on their field and you have nothing. So, yeah. 3 Hieratic Dragon of Suz. Now this card, when you tribute a Hieratic monster from your hand or your field, you can destroy a spell or trap card that your opponent controls. Very, very good card. So far, my favorite. I hate it when people use magic and spell cards against you, especially dark holes. 3 Hieratic Dragon of Neptes. This is the same as Su, except instead of a spell card, he destroys a monster. So if your opponent has a high-ranking monster in there, you can tribute a Hieratic to destroy that monster. Hieratic Dragon of Esset. 3 copies of that. This one is a little bit different to the other ones in the fact that you can normal summon it, but its attack will go from 1900 to 1000, and his effect is you can target a normal dragon type monster on your field, and all heretics have that same level, so it's a good opener for any XZ summons. 2 Hieratic Dragon of Gabebs. Now this card is also slightly different given the fact that it's a normal monster. You can normal summon it, and when it destroys a monster you can special summon one Hieratic normal monster. Now, I only hope 2 for this specific reason, that the only monster it can summon this way is Hieratic Seal of the Sun Dragon Overlord. Level 8, 0 attack, 0 defense. You can see why I only have 1. Now to the normal cards. 2 Alexandrite Dragons. I mean, this is one of my favorite cards. 4 stars, 2000 attack points. Come on, how can you get any better than that? This card is just awesome. 2 Wattail Dragons. I know some people use a Luster Dragon, but I like Wattail. I like to keep it simple. 6 star, 2500 attack points. Very good card. 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. I used to run 3, but you know it came to the point where my deck was a little bit cluttered with so many cards, so I removed 3. 3 was a dead draw for me, so 2 cards is just I think the perfect amount. And who doesn't like Blue Eyes? Come on, 3000. 1 Delta Flyer. I use this guy for my synchros. I only have 1 synchro monster, and I don't rely on it too much, so 1500 for a 3-star monster. You can select a target on your side of the field and increase its level by 1. The boss cards of this deck. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Tribute 2 dragon type monsters, special summon it from your hand, and their effect, especially if they're heretics, you know, you can bring back 2 Blue Eyes to XV summon. And here's Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Everybody has this card. This card is just awesome. I'm kind of glad it got limited, because this power is just ridiculous. Special summon a dragon from your hand or graveyard. Great, all around card. Now, down to your magic cards. 3 Hieratic Seals of Supremacies. Special summon a Hieratic monster from your hand. Good for those high level monsters, since they're almost all high level. 2 Hieratic Seals of Convocations. You can add 1 Hieratic monster from your deck and add it to your hand. I usually choose Gabeb, since I can't special summon. 1 Magical Mallet. Good card, because I usually find myself with a bunch of high level monsters I can't summon. So, shuffle the cards back into your deck and draw the same amount of cards. Dragon Attack. This is another way to bring out my Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. You know, tribute 2 dragon type monsters, special summon a level 8 dragon monster from your deck. And if the 2 monsters that are on the field are heretics, then you can bring out their tribute fodder. You know, bring out 2 Blue Eyes to XZ summon Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon's ultimate form. 1 Ancient Rules. This is just in case I have a Blue Eyes in my hand. What the hell? Go after them. You know, it's not my main deck play, but you know, I know some people like to run 6 lands, all their special abilities, and crap too many to name, just to get rid of them. I pissed off a lot of people with this card. This is very fun. Wing Beat a Giant Dragon. You return 1 level 5 monster from your deck, from your field to your hand. Destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls of the field. I usually use this in combination with Hieratic Dragon of Esset, given the fact that you can normal summon it, then use this, bring it back to your hand, wipe out your opponent's spell and traps. And best card, Dragon's Mirror. This card, I found it in a bucket of 5-cent cards, and I was looking for it everywhere. Who would have thought I would have found it in a 5-cent pile? Banish 5 Dragon-type monsters from your graveyard, and you can special summon 1 Fusion Dragon-type monster. Trap cards. 2 Hieratic Seals of Banishments. I used to think I had 3, but now I only have 2, which for some reason it fits, I guess. You know, tribute 1 Hieratic monster, target 1 card your opponent controls, and banish that target. It doesn't have to be a monster. It could be a spell or trap. 1 Hieratic Seal of Reflection. It negates tribute a monster, a Hieratic monster, to negate the activation of a spell, trap card or monster effect. Hieratic Seal from the Ashes. Just 1 copy of this. I like this one because, you know, it basically it's a free summon. If I have a Hieratic monster in my graveyard, if it's destroyed, you can special summon it. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. 1 Torrential Tribute. 1 Negate Attack. 1 Mirror Force. I'm not saying what these cards do because, you know, everybody knows. Photon Current. I love this card, given the fact that if one of my light monsters is targeted for attack, my monster can gain the attack points of the attacking monster. Dragon's Rebirth. Just in case somebody targets my monster, I can special summon a stronger one. And my extra deck. 1 Light End Dragon. Basically a 3,500 attack point monster can attack this card. I can use this ability to bring it down by 1,500. But he loses 500 points, so it's only good for at least 2 turns. Queen Dragon Jin to bring out a level 4, level 5 and higher dragon type monster from my graveyard and special summon it. Good card. I love that. I hardly use Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon. I don't have that many level 5 monsters, but its effect is good. Destroy 1 card your opponent just has. 1 Dragon King of a Tomb. I want 2, but I've only been able to take this 1 card. You know, not many people. I only have 1. I want to run another one, but I usually use this card to bring out Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. 1 Heliopolis. Discard a XV material to destroy, tribute any of the monsters from my hand or my side of the field to destroy an equal number of monsters or cards on the field from my opponent. 1 Thunder End Dragon. I try not to use Thunder End because it destroys my monsters as well. But, you know, in case, you know, your opponent has more monsters than you, then yeah, I guess this guy will be official. And the boss, big bosses, Neo Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. I already explained how I use that. You know, tribute 2 Heretics to summon Neo Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon, and then use their effects to bring out 2 Blue Eyes on the field, and then XZ summon for this card. Every time a material monster is removed from, when this brought out, all cards are negated on the field. And when you take out a XZ material from this card, if your opponent has any XZ monsters on the field, they lose all their materials, and this card gains 500 attack points for each of those materials. Plus, it can attack that many times. I mean, this card is just pure awesomeness. And finally, 5-Headed Dragon. This is by far the easiest card to summon. You know, I rely heavily on this card. It's very vulnerable to magic and traps, but that's okay if I can special summon it to destroy, you know, my opponent's strong monster. I mean, 5,000. I mean, that's just awesome. So yeah, YouTube, that's my Hieratic Dragon deck. You know, let me know what you think, and let me know if you find any good ways to bring out, you know, add or remove cards from this deck, and I will gladly be, you know, taking any remarks. That's all I have to say. This is Dragon Mark, and peace.